being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Ryan. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Escapes the defender. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Taken in at the 22. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 24-yard line.
31's the mic. It's a party now. Woo! Switch.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Tannehill on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson.
Complete to Cordero Patterson. A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Oh, what a grab by Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Back to throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, it's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Harold Landry gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play action. Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Tuesday. Check my 21. All day, baby, all day. Shift. Hey, 59, ready? Bang.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he dives forward, and he is going to have the first down with that effort. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Loss of 6 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Ryan to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Go. Go. 51, stop. 21, check Mike 21. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Oh, you got deep.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown. Trey Burton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here you go, right here. Ready? Run. Get in the weight room.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Woods the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here you go. Ready? Mike. Hey, keep it up.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st down, Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's going deep for Brown. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now Ryan on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check 39. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Play action. It's Ryan. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you, he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And Woods has it complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. 2nd and 10.
Tight right. Tight is right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Again, Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
11, 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. 21.
They go play action now. Ryan looking for Campbell downfield. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Titans are going to get the football here
as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what do you try to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance...
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Love looking to throw it. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time. Now, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets, they've got a new coach, new quarterback. And this rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there. And we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division, more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shift. Check 26, check.
Here's Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Love. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25.
Come on now, let's
And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency. And on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, career-high 60 catches last year. He expects that number to go up in New England.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7-7, our score after one. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Love from the gun. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Love to pass. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Check three.
To throw again on second down. Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. Touchdown! A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the... Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Dobbins again on second down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one complete to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Paris Campbell, 57 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Check three.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
24 is the mark.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Got it? 49 is the mic. 49. Wait. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Following the interception, Love. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's got this down to the 35.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
Throwing. Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Paris Campbell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 29, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
11 MT.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Army. 22 needle. 6. Mega. Twist. Yellow. Go.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Allen Lazard. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. We got three down. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
3 down. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Under 10. 11 MT. Tape. 11 is done.
On 3rd down, Burrow steps away. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little... And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there for the Patriots.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give them a manageable third down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned second and long into not just a first down, but a huge play.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go red. 49, guys. Mike, 49. You can't block me. You can't.
To throw now. Here's Love.
36. Watch switch.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
On the bus. Striker. 3-3. On the bus. Jaws red. Mike's 49. Time to go. Night. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Hey, blue.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Now Burrow.
Alert. 3 down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Love now. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, You can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 38, Love. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A gain of 7. First down, Patriots.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Flushed out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Justin Jefferson, 64 yards. And the Patriots have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took it a little too far. It's second down. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll check this down to McFarland. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
On 1, ready? 11, 11, 11. Come on. 11, 11, 11, 11. Tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Burrow. Going for it all.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Justin Jefferson,
43 yards.
And the Pats are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow, flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Burrow on play action. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
What is that? 24 is the mic. 11 Thomas. Back to you. Hey, catch that.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Able to find Lazard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow being chased out left. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Burrow looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keith Taylor. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He runs. Hey, watch the edge.
Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down. Here's Burrow. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
24 is the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep running.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Check nickel. 49, check that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Jones Shorty.